We keeps it real, expressing how we feel. Whoa, so come on in and feel some tea. Trying to call it family. We're about relationships and review, making it fun just for you. Go with God, let God go with you. It's time for Courtney and Eddie.
I always put God first.
My mute. I was on the mute. Hey, you guys, come on in. Y'all, are y'all ready to get started and talk about this show on tonight, y'all? It is going to be a lot to discuss. So y'all get ready. Come on in. Make sure you like this video on your way in. Make sure you like it. Sure. I'm sorry, baby. I could have did it. You want me to do it? So come on in, you guys. So hey, Miss Barbara, let's go. Hey, Adenika. Oh, he coming, child. You know, he on sick in the shit in, child. So he strolling along with that chair, honey. He is coming. So yeah, he's not doing his best, but he gonna make it work. Oh. So you guys, I'm gonna also Lord, he got on shades, honey. Oh Lord Jesus. Y'all pray for him. Lord have mercy.
Hey y'all, how y'all doing? Hope y'all doing fine.
Come on in. Y'all make sure y'all like this video on your way in. Y'all know I'm multitasking, so I'm trying to go live on TikTok as well.
Hey Miss Barbara. Hey Alanika. Milk it. I ain't milking it. I am in pain, girl. Hey Summer Queen. Appreciate it.
So y'all let's see. Hold on. Let's get the description right there. Oh. All right. So now I think I gotta drift on my age. So let's get started.
What you doing?
So I'm trying to go live. Hey, Miss Omega.
Hey, cuz, sis.
So I want to, if y'all want to join the chat, then y'all welcome to. I'm gonna drop the link in just a few minutes.
I'm not a faker. I am in pain, y'all. I had a procedure done the other day.
Yeah, he seriously had a procedure done. So yeah.
I'm still trying to recuperate. I ain't been back to work. Y'all sitting up here saying I'm a faker. I'm milking it. Ooh, y'all ever get sick? Y'all come. Ooh, I'm gonna give y'all hell.
Not hell.
Yeah, I'm gonna give them hell. Thank you, Stone Queen. At least somebody have some compassion for me in the comments. Call me a faker.
All right, so you turn into the $6 million man. hey. All right, hey, Miss V-Dog, thank y'all so much for the mods in here. Appreciate you guys. And if you see anybody with a little thingy by their name, they are a channel member. So yes, they are a member of this channel. So we would love you guys if y'all would be a member. I don't know what I'm doing, child. I just doing too much. Let me just stop. I'm doing too much. I'm just doing too much. I was trying to go live on TikTok. You got all these rules and regulations now. All right, you guys. So now let's just go ahead and get started. All right. So let me. A bit too much. All right. Make sure you like this video. What we looking at on the likes, baby? That's what I got to say.
20 likes so far. 20.
20.
Oh, I got 40. What?
Not only.
Yeah.
Not only.
Come on, y'all like and
on behalf of Eddie.
Yeah, for me.
And his
the more likes I get, the better I feel. Y'all can help me recuperate faster. How's that?
Eric Collins, is that your somebody you know? He said, "Get to catch a lie." Great to catch a lie.
All right, Eric, I appreciate you coming on here.
All right, so now let's see. So, Mike, I just love that picture. Love that profile picture. All right, you guys. So y'all already know the rules. If you're new to this chat, then you're new here. So make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you like, and let's go on with the rules, honey. So I have to tell the rules of engagement. Before joining the live, please follow these guidelines. The guidelines are: be in a quiet place, limit background noise and side conversations. Mute when you're not speaking. Helps with the convo clear. Helps with the clear conversation. No excessive drinking on camera. That's not including your Sprites and your Cokes and your waters.
You talking about the hard stuff.
We're talking about the stuff that Karen Huger drinks, okay? On camera. Keep it fun and classy. Number 4, stay on topic. Let's keep the discussion engaging. Come on, Super Chat. Oh,
Thank
look
you,
at
Pineapple
Pineapple Detective.
That makes me feel better already.
The pineapple part made me feel better too. Be respectful, no engaging or inappropriate behavior. Failure to follow these rules may result in muting or removal. Let's keep it fun, okay? So thank you so much, Pineapple.
I want to say something before we get started. I get on these videos and lives, not just because I feel like, I'm obligated. I do enjoy you guys' conversations in the comments. I do enjoy engaging with you guys. And yeah, when I get on here, it do make my day better. I'm not gonna lie to you, to hear you guys pick at each other and laugh at each other. And we have little spirit debates and whatnot. So I do enjoy coming on here and interacting with you guys, and I appreciate the love you give us, and I love you guys, man. On the real talk, I'm real talking right now, so I appreciate it, guys. I do. Just wanted to say that.
Oh, you're so sweet. You're so sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, Miss Vida is funny for real. All right, so I just posted the link in the chat, so I'm going to pin it. I'm going to pin it right there.
You need to be a DJ.
I need to be a DJ.
Yeah, because you multitasking.
Oh, let me pin it, Chad. Okay, maybe I don't know why I was tripping over there. So yeah. So if you see that link, you can go ahead and hit the link, and if you want to join, you're welcome to join. You're following by the rules and the regulations, then you're welcome to join.
Yeah, follow the rules and regulations.
If you can't follow the rules and the regulations, then you don't have to join.
Not regulations.
Yep. All right. So now let's get it started. Y'all know I have to go and do everything before I get.
Dang, you ain't gotta say I'll be broke down the well. All right, in the Black Street. Black Street.
You know that's Liz.
Yeah, okay, Liz.
Yeah.
Okay, cuz. All right, Liz.
So yeah, okay. So I don't know if y'all participating in this, but I want to just put this out here since it is the last few days of Black History Month. So I am wearing my Black History. Let me take this away. Hey, Miss Barbara, we're gonna come to you in a minute. So I am wearing my Black History. So A.L. Lewis Museum and the American Beach. I don't know if y'all have ever heard of that, but we went to it, and I have not done the whole video of the beach yet. So this is it.
All right, he was
Florida's first Black millionaire.
Yeah, he bought the beach there for Black people so they can go somewhere to have some good times at the beach. Because they wasn't allowed on other beaches, so he went and bought that beach, and so that's at the time you had juke joints, houses, and it was like a thriving community until developers came, offered money, bought them out, and now you got condos and everything else there now.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a very interesting background, you guys, and we've never heard of it, but thank God we was able to join, and we got a little bit of our Black history. And so yeah, we got memorabilia from it. Yeah. So I wanted to add this. So I don't know if y'all doing the National Economic Blackout, which is tomorrow. So that it goes for we just really truly just trying to make it in the economy. So that goes to whether you are doing the blackout, participating in the blackout. That means no buying nothing, no out to eat, none to gas, none to grocery store, nothing.
Just stay at home.
Just stay at home, honey. If you ain't got enough gas, then don't go nowhere.
All
okay.
Right.
So right. So she said, I'm in Milwaukee and we are doing the Blackout Friday. All right then. Yep. Hey, Miss Omega.
Hey, sis, how you doing?
I'm good. How you guys doing?
We ran Barbara off.
Yeah, Miss Barbara was back there.
Well, she do too much Black stuff.
No, I doubt it. Miss Barbara. I don't know what happened, but Miss Barbara, you can come back.
Yeah, come on back, Miss Barbara. We ain't trying to run you away.
All right. So now let's get into it. So there she go.
Y'all done that Black stuff? Yeah, we done with the Black stuff.
Miss Barbara, we thought we had ran you away. You still you here. Thank you. Thank God me Barbara back. All right. So now let's just go ahead and get into it. I know we did a lot of fluff before. So let's start out with Thomas and Camille. Did y'all call and say that y'all they were gonna stay together? Did y'all say it, Miss Omega, Miss Barbara?
Yeah. I just figured
Yeah.
if she was smart, she would stay with him. And if she would have said no, I was going to go in his DMs and let him know that I had a daughter because he's a good dude.
He's a good dude.
Yeah. Go ahead, Miss Barbara.
Yeah, she had me going for a second there, but I was really glad that she decided to stay with him because I think they're really well suited to each other.
Yeah,
I agree. I agree. Miss Barbara, thank you so much for becoming a member. Were you already a member? Maybe you had to renew your membership.
I feel like I was lurking for a long time.
So thank you so much, so
We
Miss Barbara.
appreciate it, Miss Barbara. Liz, what's going on, Miss California? Eh?
What's going on, cousins? What's
Hey, I'm
going
trying to
on?
recuperate.
You
Okay,
finally made it live. You finally made it.
I think I thought I did not think that Camille was going to say yes.
Really?
I thought that Camille was going to say no
Why?
because I thought that she wasn't going to be happy with him not being able to make a decision.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Mhm.
No, I thought they was gonna say yes, man. I think Camille attitude changed after they did the nasty. I really
Yeah.
think so. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because she was so proud of it. She told everybody, and she probably said he might be a square, but he can throw it down there.
Put it down.
Yeah, I mean, she clearly didn't want to keep looking, but you could
Right.
see how frustrated she was when she kept asking him, "Where are we going to live? What's the plan? You know, you got 2, 3 days. You know, where am I going to put my stuff down? Where am I going to lay my head?" And he's like, he sounded like Donald Trump. I've got concepts of a plan in my head, and no woman wants to hear that. So I thought she was gonna say no, but I'm glad they stayed together because I think all throughout the season they were the only ones that we thought we could even count on staying together.
True.
Yeah. It's been
And then
rough.
I have to say this too. The expectation that she had of Thomas, he can't make a decision where we're going to go after decision day, whatever. I think Thomas was kind of playing it cool because he didn't know what she was going to say. So I can't make all these plans not knowing if you with me or not. So he's taking care of himself, which leads me to believe he's going to make sure that we're good. It's not like he was in transition or limbo where he was staying. He's been taking care of himself. So maybe he did have a plan. He said it's in his head, but do I say this plan out loud, divulge this plan, and then you tell me on decision day no? Or do I just say in my head, this is what we could kind of do? And then I don't think he really wants to push because he's saying his place is too small. So are you saying we're going to move to your place? How is she going to respond to that? She could be the type of sister that's like, no, you're not moving in with me or whatever. So I think he's kind of playing it safe, but, not making a decision. He's in that stage of where he's easygoing. I don't think it's going to be that way all the time about everything. But right now, you're just getting to know each other. So he's like, it's no big deal for him right now on certain things. But when it comes down to it, I mean, I think he knows how to make decisions.
I hope
it's going to
so.
be, it's going to be her that's going to have to adjust to that. Because clearly she wasn't used to, she didn't like a dude always telling her what to do. Yeah, you're saying you want something different, but there's like, you got to meet in the middle in that. And I'm glad that she can see that, he's 41. He's not living in a basement. He's not living at his parents' house. He's not living with 15 roommates. You know what I'm saying? He's handling business for himself. So he's going to make sure that he's good we're together, he's gonna make sure I'm good because he's been making sure that she's been good throughout the whole 8 weeks of marriage.
But I guess I'm looking at it as you decided to go on a show called Married at First Sight,
Mm-hmm.
right? So you knew that this was a possibility that they was gonna find someone for you. So if you were really serious about it, I feel like you should be making the choices of, how do you create an environment if you happen to get picked and bring a wife in, you got 2 months. So whether they picked her or not, like you have to set up because you decided, you put in the application, you said, I'm ready to be married. The only thing was you were having difficulty finding someone,
Mm-hmm.
right? So if you're going to go through all that, I just felt like he should have something just more concrete. And I felt like that was just his kind of MO, not only on the plan after decision day, but just throughout the whole season. It was kind of like, and then the completely ridiculous thing that he said to her about, I need you to be more vulnerable. I've only seen you cry once. It's been 2 months.
Right.
Yeah.
How many times are we supposed to cry? I'm not watching a Disney movie with you every week. We're not just crying over here. Like, why would that be something? I'm asking where we're going to live. And you tell me, well, I feel uncomfortable as well because you haven't cried in front of me. It's not even the same thing.
Yeah, but Miss Liz, it doesn't just mean. I don't think he meant just the crying is not the only way to show vulnerability. She's so strong, and I can relate to that too, especially as being a strong woman. People think that we're the Iron Lady 24/7 because of how we handle things. And I think with Camille, she's probably been in a situation, or in her life where she's had to be the strong one. Um, just like one of my desires is to be able to, I'm tired of being Superwoman. I'm ready to turn in my cape and get my Superman to take over. Or I'm a boss at work all day. When I come home, I just want to be a wife. I don't
Well,
want
don't
to
let
be
Pastor Cal pick nobody for you because it ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work.
that hard. So,
Oh, that's
but
a good
any of
point.
them, because they're not doing very, very well at all. But I think that's kind of, he just wanted to see a softer side, not necessarily crying, because I've also been told that a lot, that I don't show vulnerability because all the time I seem like I got it all figured out and I'm a planner. He's not a planner.
Yeah.
He admitted to that.
Yeah.
Doesn't make him a bad person, but that's just the differences. So, when people do plan, when you're in a relationship and they do plan, they're trying to always measure up to what you do so that they can still feel like they're the man and in the lead because they feel like that's what you're pushing them to be. So I get it. We have to learn how to sometimes, just pull back a little bit. And I think once she gets into that rhythm, I think she'll appreciate it because, I felt like, hey, if you cook, I'm a clean.
Right.
And he was like, no, can you just sit down? Can you just stop for a minute? And then what do? I get defensive because I feel like I got to do something all the time. And then you're to a point where you're saying, well, I don't want to do it. I want to have somebody, but then you don't know how to let go and let them plan for you and lead. So I think she just has to get out of that. She appears that she likes that roughneck kind of brother. And she just got to embrace who Thomas is. I think he's great for her. He brings out a lot of good things in her. She brings out a lot of good things in him. And we have to remember there's 10 or 11 year age difference.
Right. I think that maybe that plays a part too, because she feels like you're older than me. So you really should have your stuff together. But clearly, whatever was good about their relationship outweighed the doubts. And I think that says a lot about it because he did bring a lot into her life that she said she had been looking for.
Right.
So, I mean, and I think, no one's going to check all the boxes.
Right.
So what she gave him clearly was, she's such a planner. She probably felt like, okay, look, I'll just figure this out. And as you're building your skills, you can start to make other decisions down the line.
And I think
all right. Hey, Miss Barb, you got anything to add before I say something?
mean, I sympathize with his inability to do like a 5-year plan. I struggled with that in my career sometimes, where people would get frustrated and they wanted me to use Microsoft Project and stuff like that. And so I really respect what Ms. Omega was saying about, the planning. And I felt her frustration when he wouldn't just at least say, let's maybe like move into my place, and then, just at least give her something to hang her hat on. So I understand that frustration. Like Cousin Liz was saying, it was like non-committal. And so I can see why you may have thought that she was going to say no at that point. I was starting to get a little worried too.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let me say something since I'm a man. When I first met my wife here, I did everything, cause I was single. I cooked, I cut the grass, I took care of the house, I went to work. And when she came into my life, she asked, what could she do? Because I was doing everything. So I had to allow her to step in and take over some things. But the problem is now that she does a lot now.
Everything.
And now I don't want to do nothing. So you gotta be careful with that. I don't want to do nothing. So you gotta be careful right with that. So
I like the fact that Camille and Thomas. Now I agree with both, with Liz and Miss. I agree with all you, because I think it's just a double with both of them. Thomas, I think he wasn't trying to put his all, because he wanted to see like what he had, what Camille was giving. Now this your daughter, right?
Yes.
Okay. Is it pronounced Kiana?
It's Kiana.
Kiana.
And Kinlan.
Who's Kinlan?
Kinlan's my granddaughter.
Okay.
Oh, I call it Hurricane, but okay.
That applies. Yeah, that's applicable.
So it's Kiana. It's Kiana or Kiana? Kenyana. Okay, so Kenyana, you're so pretty. So I wanted to highlight this. She said, I also think that it's a little that he was basically a little afraid of being rejected, even though they're all there at the for the same reason. However, I do think that Camille and Thomas were both put it in the work despite.
I'm piggyback off that. I'm with her too, because I think Thomas, I don't think he would handle rejection too well. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's why I think he kind of tiptoed around a lot of things, and he didn't want to make a decision because he didn't want to hear the word no. That's just my personal opinion on his personality.
I totally agree. I think that he did not want to be rejected. That's why he was taking little baby steps and everything. So I want to speak to Kat. Kat is always in our comment section. Girl, I appreciate you. You're so beautiful. So Catherine, I appreciate you, and I wanted to highlight you. I don't think you've hardly ever been in here for a live, so you've always been in the comment section. So I appreciate that. So all right, so let's see. I want to answer before we move on to the next. Let's be for real. It's not about him being a roughneck. Thomas is a nice guy, a good man, if you will, but he is so blah. Like, come on, man. There's not anything to him.
I see her point. He don't have that swag. He doesn't have that flair. But guess what?
He's Scorpio.
He's a good man. That's the main thing.
That's what we got to get out of our own way sometimes.
Yeah, that's a good man. You know what I'm saying? You can have you can have a guy that has a lot of swag and flair, but is he gonna treat you right? Is he gonna be a good man? Some women rather have a boring man that's gonna treat them like a queen than a man that's flair and talking loud.
Because you can even change a boring man. Okay, I'm not saying that Eddie was boring, but he had a boring life before we met.
Hold on.
Eddie said, wait, how'd I catch a stray? I'm just sitting here.
There was a lot of Netflix and chill with him. I mean, not the chill, not the way that people do it, but it was a lot of Netflix and just going to work, coming home, watching Netflix, right? Right. So when we got together and we got married and we started traveling, because he said that his
okay, let's keep it real. I'm gonna keep going. Before I met you, I went to work, came home, but I was out there on the streets too.
Not like that.
Yeah, I was out there mingling and going on dates and stuff. Yeah, like you sat at home like a hermit. No, I went out there and went on dates and had a little too much adventure because one woman tried to run me over a car. So I had issues.
I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying when you got older, you slowed down. So when we met, he was saying that I helped to bring some excitement into his life.
You did.
Okay, well say that, my friend. Say that. It's okay.
Somebody to come and say, "This is my first time watching y'all channel. Do y'all fuss like that all the time?" Yeah, we
We
do.
do.
And we're here for it. We're here
Yeah,
for it.
You know, that's the
Yeah.
way they love each other. So
It is. And we've been doing that since we met. So it wasn't because we put a camera in front of us. This is just how we are, you know.
and it
So yeah.
wasn't exciting at all.
Right. And that's part of our friendship, you know, saying we were friends first. So that's just a part of our friendship. So but yeah, so let me say, sometimes your type will set you up for failure. Friendship goes a long way. Hey man,
Did
come on,
I
girl.
my daughter well?
Yes, you did. You don't talk
Oh,
about
you
well, honey.
Yeah, you got to have friendship. To me, it's the foundation of a good relationship.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I agree. I agree. I'm not saying anything pertaining to him having swag, but Thomas lacks personality. I just want him to come out of his comfort zone. And he may.
Yeah, no. He may, because right now some people are kind of nervous being in front of cameras or whatnot. So once he get behind, get away from the cameras, he might be a totally different person.
But they're having fun together.
Yeah, from what I
They're
can see.
having fun together.
I feel like
So-
I know we're not at that part yet, but I feel like you saw a good part of Thomas's personality when he was kind of expressing his disappointment with David.
Right.
I saw like a lot of his character come
Right.
out in those moments.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a valid point there. Cause some guys will, even though we're friends, if you screw up there, it's like they won't say nothing. But Thomas, in my opinion, he had the courage to step out and say, "Hey, bro,
Absolutely.
you know what I'm saying? Even with the good and the bad, I gotta call you out on it."
Yeah.
And he did.
Mhm.
I agree. We got 47 likes, you guys. We got 78 people in the chat. So make sure y'all like this video. Now I want to debunk what somebody said. I watch y'all on YouTube. I can't hit the like on that TV. Now, Liz, you probably can attest to this because I know you watch us on your TV all the time. But there is a like button up there, right?
Mhm.
You can
Okay,
use your
yep.
remote because I did it on the video from this last episode. So
Thank you.
Yeah.
So yes, you can, little lady who was watching, you can hit the little thumbs up on your TV, take that remote and take it to the right and hit the thumbs up. So I just wanted to debunk that.
Yeah.
So yeah, you definitely can. So if you're watching us on your television right now, you can hit the like. All right. So now let's move on. Let's move on. Now this ain't much to move on to.
Yeah, it's really
Even though I
not.
love me some Karla,
Yeah.
but this ain't nothing to much move on because
We
we
knew
already knew.
we knew they were gonna say no. It was nothing there. They had a good friendship, and that's all it was.
And she looks so cute.
She does.
She looks so cute coming in. But again, what I like about these two, even though we knew they weren't gonna make it because there was no connection there, and they're different. But I think they'll be friends for a lifetime.
Oh yeah, I totally agree with that. I
Mhm.
totally agree with that.
I know it's married at first sight, but they're
Right.
friends.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to figure out what the angle is because he came on this show for a reason. He stopped talking about the app as much, but he still kind of always brought up his businesses and he let them film that last thing in whatever warehouse he has. So he's got an angle. I just waiting for that to come out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bob?
Oh, go ahead, Miss Barbara.
Yeah. You got anything? So we go on to the next
Come
one.
on, Miss Barbara.
What I just feel that he was apprehensive about her impulsiveness, and he pointed out that she was passive aggressive about him having so much fun with David, and then so that bothered him. I think that's the point where he really kind of switched. He had been really affectionate at the wedding and everything, and it seemed that he was all in. But when she did that with David, it seemed like he got real scared. And then when she quit her job, he looked really scared again. And I think he just felt insecure.
I really
Didn't-
think when she quit that job, that was it for
Mhm.
him.
Yeah, that was a nail in the
Yeah.
coffin.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because again, she's spiritual, very spiritual. That's very important to her. The crystals and the burning of the sage and whatever that with the ladies. What's
The
60
triple
grand?
the menage a trois.
Yeah, there you go.
See, Pineapple Detective got it. Juan was on Reddit yesterday asking for votes for his business. See?
Really?
Oh yeah, I
Everybody got
saw.
an angle.
I saw.
He did what now?
So I was in the group. So Juan was like, I appreciate y'all, blah, 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 whatever, his spiel. But he said, can y'all please go and vote for me I forgot what it was. But yeah, he put the link in there and people voted. Like he had like 300 comments
Okay.
even on that. So Juan is going around, peddling the people, honey, peddling the people. So he's trying to say that didn't work, but can y'all go over here and vote for this and support me in this and da 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 da.
So that's his angle. Then he came in there to promote his business.
And see, David, if he would have kept his nose clean, he could have been with some hair care line. In case he could have sold his little raggedy book if he had kept his reputation up.
Yeah, can't you sell his book? His book selling?
No,
No.
she's saying that he could have.
Could
Yeah,
have.
he could have
If he
sold
would have
more.
kept his nose clean.
Mm.
That's right, and
Yeah.
I agree with you, Liz. He probably would have had a better following this show if he would have acted more like a human and a man.
I don't know what Juan's business is.
I know he made
has
furniture or
he
something.
has an app, and so
I know the warehouse he went to, they were making some kind of special furniture.
Right. And the app was for people to meet at the airport if they
Mhm.
had a connection.
Yep. I don't think that Juan has anything going on like he makes out. Juan was afraid from the honeymoon that couples massage told me then that he didn't want Karla.
Yeah, I agree.
Juan was looking for someone to go 50-50. Yes, he was.
Who was that? That was his dad. His
His
dad.
dad said,
Yeah, I gotta go 50-50. That's what we believe in.
Okay, so now let's move on.
Nope.
There y'all go. Y'all have Eddie. I throw her to
See,
y'all.
see.
Throw her to y'all.
Alan and what's her name? Janice?
Yeah.
This is Tiffany.
Yes, ma'am.
Remember? It was Tiffany.
Ashes.
No, this is which one was it? Tiffany or Janice?
Then he said it was. I was texting Tiffany the whole
No,
week.
no.
That was like,
No. See,
oh, Janice the Muppet.
Yeah, the Muppet. There you go. That's Janice. The Muppet. Yeah, that's Janice. Okay.
Now somebody did this and read it. Now they wrong for this.
They are wrong, but so right.
They so wrong.
Not
But
monster.
yes, somebody did this. Let me put it. Look.
Yeah, they look, yeah. Ain't they adorable?
Now this who Eddie was saying she looked like. Now I said Phaedra. If you got married,
Yeah,
Phaedra
but
look like that.
but I used to say she looked like Janice from the Muppets, man.
But yeah, and then somebody
She
said
look like
Animal.
Animal, yeah.
So there they go, because Animal was her boyfriend.
Yeah. No, it wasn't.
That's what they said.
No, Janice's boyfriend was the lead singer of the Muppet. I forget his name. He got the gold tooth in his mouth. I used to watch him when I was a kid.
Oh, I don't know.
Animal didn't have no girlfriend.
It did.
No.
Okay.
Ooh. Muppet 101.
All right.
Yeah.
So let's go back. Oh, let's go back. My bad. All right. So now, go ahead, y'all go ahead.
Is there
It's
anything
like
to-
anybody less than Michelle,
Right.
but Madison proved that wrong.
Right.
Yeah, she did. She went low. How low can you go? You go to Madison low.
Oh
Mm.
my God. They
But
said
she
they done-
came in, and I say this over and over again. If you have hurt someone and you're the one that's supposed to be remorseful and you're trying to really show that you feel bad about what happened, you don't come in with an attitude.
Right.
And she had nothing but an attitude the entire time. And then her interview at the end, he didn't even look at me and he seemed so spiteful. Like, you can't control. You hurt this man.
Mhm.
You cannot control how he feels, and you mad that he's upset at what happened. Like, to me, it sounded a lot of like she and David had kind of plotted together
Mm-hmm.
about what they were going to say. Oh, we didn't mean for it to happen, and we weren't trying to be malicious, and it just happened, and we just caught feelings. It sounded almost verbatim
Right. It did.
that you could tell they had compared notes. So
Mhm. I just think with Madison and this scene, I don't know what she expected. Again, she's trying to clear her conscience, and I don't know what reaction she was expecting to get from Alan. The fact that Alan even sat there and let her talk was just, to me, kudos to him, because I don't know if I could have done that the way she just played him like that. You knew early on that you were not feeling this man, and you should have been open and honest and told him how you were feeling, not leading him on, not giving him hope, not stringing him along. Even before you started catching feelings for David, you should have let Alan know where he stood with you. What was the problem? Stop allowing this man, and I get it. You want to say he's a man, he should have known. Okay, I get that too. But you were out here making it that if I go dress better, you're going to like me. If I fix my teeth, you're going to like me. If I do this, you're going to like me. This is what she was feeding to him. When you knew all along you had no intentions of being with this guy. From the
Right.
first day, you sat there and you allowed your friends and family to say, "Oh, well, you're not her type. She's used to pretty boys." Basically
Mhm.
calling him ugly from day one.
Yeah.
Right.
So I Madison is the only one on this show that I could say I can't feel sorry for you in any way. Actually, there's no nothing. There's nothing you can say because you did this poor man just so wrong. And I get it. If we were friend zoning, why didn't you say it to Alan? I
Right.
don't see it. But she kept saying what? Oh, no, and I feel like it could come. No, I'm here. I want to work it out. And all this is your mouth was saying it, but your actions weren't saying it. And I think that's when you look at Alan and say, "Yo, dude, the math ain't math in here." But he was
Yeah.
just
I,
he was
I,
just
I, re- I really, I'm sorry, Mr. Mega. I really think Alan, he was like, she kept stringing him along, and every time she strung him along, he had that little bit of hope that things were
Mhm,
gonna work out.
mhm.
And I think that would make this situation worse. And me, from I've known some guys, myself included, that been strung along. You know what I'm saying? If you don't like me, just tell me you don't like me. So I don't waste your time. You don't waste my time.
Mhm.
But for her to string him along like this on television, make him spend money on clothes and stuff
Mhm.
for his teeth, and every time he asked her, he said, "How are we? Are we good? We good? Yeah, we good. We good."
Mhm.
And to
Mhm.
me, if you wasn't good with this dude, you should have just told him, you know what, this is not gonna work out. I have interest in this
Absolutely.
one. So yeah, that's what the frustrating thing about what Madison did. And to me, I know a lot of people still say Chris from Atlanta, but Madison is real close to being the worst person, in my opinion, on Married at First Sight.
Yeah. Because she did it to such a sweet guy.
Right,
I think if he was a jerk or something, we'd probably be like, "Oh, well, good for him."
right,
She did that. But he's such a sweet and caring guy.
right.
And that's what makes it so bad. Just what she did. And then, at the end, when we get to that, got a lot to say about that. But you're cocky now.
Yeah.
Right.
You're real cocky.
Yeah.
Anybody else?
She told him just enough to keep him hooked, but not enough to actually move forward
And,
with him.
and that's what I'm saying. She just strung him along, gave him little crumbs to keep him going.
Yeah.
I wanted to say this that y'all know Kay from Millennium Mom. She's not feeling well, so she had to kind of jump out the chat. So but yeah, she had to go. So y'all, if y'all could just send us some green hearts in the chat, so she wasn't able to continue. So yeah, she's not feeling well. And if you know her story, then you know. So but yeah, we sending her love and light and healing for sure.
Yeah, most definitely.
Co-ed, if you create a Married at First Sight villain list, David and Madison should definitely be at the top along with Chris and Alyssa.
One thing about Alyssa, she did come out and tell Chris that, we need to go our separate ways. You can come use the apartment one week, I can go the other week. You know what I'm saying? She came out with it, but yeah, that's what I'm saying. But Madison, she didn't do that. She went behind Alan, like somebody said, blindside Alan.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Now I don't know if it'll be in that order because still Chris is pretty high for me.
Chris, man, Chris.
He's still pretty high for me.
Yeah, he probably top 3.
No, he probably won.
No,
Madison.
Madison. In my opinion. Your opinion, okay.
Yeah. So
most women gonna put him on. I'm gonna put Madison on 1.
Yeah.
Anybody else want to chime in?
Chris is number 1.
Chris
is number 1.
Chris, yeah.
Liz, you think Chris number 1?
I think Chris is number 1. I personally, I still can't stand Orion from Denver.
Oh yeah, but yeah, I put him Orion in the top 5, but I don't think
back and forth, just
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Thank y'all so much for the green hearts. if he was a jerk, why would we say it was good? If he was a jerk, why would we say it was good? Michelle was a jerk, and we're not saying that.
Oh no, don't get me wrong, V-Dog. Michelle at the beginning was a jerk. That's the problem.
Don't get Miss Omega talking about it, honey.
Yeah, she was a jerk.
Michelle.
Michelle was like dogging David out. We were Team David. That's what makes it so frustrating because David had everything in his corner until his impatient, until he needed attention. And when he wanted that attention, he did it the wrong way. He should have waited, man. On top of that, in the process of dating somebody, he hurt his boy, Allen. So yeah, don't get me wrong, Michelle, what she did was wrong. But towards the end, that flipped, in my opinion.
Yeah, I want to look how the experts looking at. I don't think they never look so sad and mad. Like now, Miss what's her name, Dr. Pepper child. I don't know how long she gonna be on the show, honey. And Pastor Cal, he looking like ooh,
unfolded.
Yep. And then Dr. Pia, the people don't like Dr. Pia, honey.
Why?
Well, I let them tell you. I think that they feel like that she was not on M side, that she was, you know,
trying to push him to get with Mike.
I don't know. I ain't see it that way, but you know. So now let's move on to Michelle and Janatoria David.
Animal.
Oh, that's what they call animal. Okay.
All right. Okay, we're gonna let let's see how we're gonna do this. Who's gonna go first? Mr. Megan dropped off.
Maybe she did it by accident. Well,
Okay.
Go ahead.
You know,
Barbara, you want to go ahead and chime? Oh, Liz, go ahead.
No, but if I want to go,
Go ahead.
Oh, should I say something about the way he came in with attitude? Oh my goodness! Like he was like a little kid. You just wanted to, taking no accountability. You know, trying to blame her. And like you said, Eddie, he only had 2 months. He only had to make it 2 months, and he betrayed Alan. You know, and he betrayed Michelle. He betrayed himself. He really did.
No, he actually betrayed his family because he spoke so highly of his family. His mom and dad been married for some years, and his brother was married, and all of a sudden he goes out there and screws it up. So anyway,
he put his cousin in it.
Yes, he did.
He hurt Alan. It was just a complete, he just wrecked all kinds of stuff. And for him to keep saying, I'm a great guy, this isn't normally what I do, and all this other stuff. It's like, no, actually, this is probably who you were. Right. Because if you were such a great guy, how could you change so much in 2 months? Right? If you were so great, how could somebody take you out of who you are in such a short amount of time? So I think that he was pretending to be a good guy, and this is actually who he is.
Yep.
Someone who is always looking for his needs to be met, and he doesn't care who gets hurt in the process. And he's going to come up with all kinds of excuses. Because I really believe that's what made Michelle so angry. You're insulting my intelligence with these ridiculous lies that you keep telling. And you know, she was SVU on him. She had everything figured out. There was no place he could hide. And it's like, at least tell a good lie.
Yeah, exactly. I agree. Okay, Miss Omega, you back?
Yes, I'm back. I don't know what happened, but okay, y'all, don't get mad at me. Because I agree, but then I don't agree. We have to go back to the very beginning, the wedding day, wedding night. She went into her bathroom with her girlfriends crying, and I don't like him, this, that, and the other. You didn't want to spend the night with him. You go back to the whole honeymoon, get away from me. I need my space. I don't want to talk to you. Everything that they did for the first 3 or 4 weeks, right? She pushed him away. She wanted nothing to do with this man. This man took rejection after rejection after rejection. Everyone says, why didn't David walk away? Why didn't Michelle walk away? Clearly, he was putting forth the effort to try to make things work with her. He wanted a blonde bombshell. That's what they gave him. she didn't think he was good enough. Every opportunity that she had, she belittled, she berated that man. Even at the retreat, what was it that she said to the people? She said, and he's living in the basement. You know, you're joking, but you're down talking this man. Okay. He walks away, he comes back. That's just kind of how the thing was. You're living in an apartment, supposed to be married. You guys don't go on dates. He comes home, you don't talk to him. You sleep in one room, he sleeps in the other room. How long did you think it was going to take? Now, David used to make me angry because he needed to tell the truth that he was not happy. He mentioned it to a couple of the guys. You guys go on this journey with me. He wasn't happy with that. So when you're not happy in a situation, he even asked the question, what do I need to do to make you happy? She could never say it because, well, I don't think you're going to be able to support my lifestyle. She was firm on that, very nasty to this man. Okay, he's working out. And I don't fault him as much as I fault Madison, because Madison was stringing Alan
Alan.
along. David was not stringing Michelle all along, stringing her along. The lies, yes, he's terrible at it. You know, the text message that he sent to Madison, or was trying to send to Madison, that went to Michelle. I think Michelle focused more on continuing to make this man look bad. That's why she was doing all of that investigating. It wasn't because she was hurt or disappointed. It was because she wanted to make sure that she made this man look bad every chance she got. And what confirmed it for me is the comment that we get to see next week when she said that she feels like they're winning. You win in a competition. This isn't a competition. These are people's lives. So what are you talking about? They're winning and you're not. So that's my problem that I have with Michelle. I don't care about you doing investigating. You know, he had the opportunity. Now, here's where I fault David. You had the opportunity to tell her the truth right then and there, and you didn't.
Right.
You know, sending the text message, you should have manned up and just said, hey, it wasn't meant for you. And why you talk about it was for food and your cousin Tiffany? Boy, please. You
Yeah.
should have been man enough to say, Michelle, we're not together. It's clear you don't want to be with me. You know, yes, I've been talking to other women. You said you met some Tinder chicks and whoever else you've been talking to or whatever, and she's getting bent out of shape. But that's when he should have been upfront and honest. I don't know if contractually they have to stay, and that's why he couldn't separate himself and he had to stay in that. But come on, guys, that's a toxic environment for anybody to be in a so-called marriage and your person treats you like crap. And
Well,
Michelle
okay.
treated him like crap.
Okay. I want to push back a little bit, Miss Omega. I said I agree with you 90% of that. You're right. You know what I'm saying? The only problem I had with David, if you wasn't happy, leave.
But you could say that for Michelle too. She
Yeah. But Michelle didn't go out there and cheat with somebody. That's what I'm saying.
probably because she don't have options.
Who says she got options?
I'm just saying, if she
She could have went
needed,
outside. She could have went outside the show and found somebody. That's what David
she
should have
could
did.
have Eda.
The
But
problem
if she
is
did,
that he went with his boy and took his girl.
that's
You
not his
don't do
boy,
that.
for one. And
They were
secondly,
friends. They was friends.
Madison knew she was married. Hold up.
I understand it. Now I'm just
She
saying.
should not have been the one. We don't know who was pursuing who.
I don't just say. Oh, I really think David was pursuing Madison because Madison was his type. He even said when they first worked out, I found me a workout buddy. That's what he said.
Yeah, maybe
Okay.
that's all it was.
Yeah,
In the
but the
beginning, I'm
point,
sure
if
that's
you're
all
not
it was.
happy, if you're not happy with your wife and you found your workout buddy y'all can relate to one another, well, yeah, you're gonna gravitate to your workout buddy, okay? But the problem with the workout buddy is that workout buddy was your friend on the show wife. And that's a big no-no. You know what I'm saying? If
I get it.
anything, you should have
And-
went
and-
outside the show or waited till the show was over, then pursue Madison. That's the
I
issue I have.
agree. And that's probably again, we don't know what happened between Madison and David. They were both spilling their hearts out, working out. She doesn't like Alan. he says Michelle doesn't like him. Madison could have been the pursuer, and he was
You
the
know what?
pursuee.
But Madison is David's type because he was very
Right.
specific about liking blondes. But
Right.
David wasn't her type initially, which is why
Exactly.
I think he was the one that pursued her. He's out in there making sure that he's got the gym dates scheduled and making sure that he's around her. And Madison was just, on those dates. She asked me how I was feeling and
She
she
was
cared
following.
about my day and everything. But he
Yes.
was putting himself in a situation where he could be around her.
And that could be it too, Liz. You're absolutely right. He could have stayed on the show to have access to her, to Madison, meaning.
That's why he probably
So-
befriended Allen too. Just get close to Allen so you can get close to Madison.
But I don't really think he was. Do we know that he was really getting close to Allen?
Yeah, that's what one of them
Yeah.
said.
Yeah, they said they were close.
It
That
was
was.
close.
Mhm.
You see, and that's the issue I had with
Or
David.
maybe it didn't start out that. I'm just playing devil's advocate here.
No, I understand. I know.
Yeah.
I like to debate and push back a little bit. But the point is, Allen and David, as one would put it, they was the closest guys on the show.
We didn't see that, so I don't know.
We might not even see that, right?
Yeah,
but I'm
we
just
didn't
talking
see
about
that,
what
so I
one
wouldn't
woman was saying.
know.
The guys were saying, yeah.
You know, but I'm like, only thing I can say, Madison must have that ill nana, because even though she didn't put it on Allen, Allen was sprung and smitten, and now David is.
Oh my goodness, David Smith, boy.
That's
He
another
is-
reason why I think he was the one pursuing, because his feelings were so. He's like in his head, Madison is the prize, and he is
Yeah.
just all into her.
But he's not gonna go all into her unless she's giving him something to go all in for.
Oh yeah, I don't get me wrong, but I still
You see?
think I still think it's lopsided. I think he's more into her
Yeah.
than she's
Mhm.
into him.
Oh no, I
You know,
agree with that.
yeah.
Yes, because
Yeah,
maybe he didn't
Madison's-
think she would like him.
Right.
Yeah, Madison's
He does.
non-committal to David at this point. Verbally, she's been saying she doesn't want to commit to him.
But they're
she's-
still together. They're still hanging out. So
yeah.
she was saying that for TV, I think. But
For
Again.
sure.
mhm, we got to, I don't want to look bad on television that I'm the wife that cheated. Everybody knows that, first time in history.
That's
But
how she sound.
but
That's how she sound.
I'm not a bad person.
I'm
That's
a good
the line
person.
we're missing.
David told his friend he never works out on the treadmill. He absolutely pursued her. Michelle rejected David in the first couple of days. David was scoping out Madison as soon as Michelle rejected him.
It could be.
That
it.
could be true, but
Mhm.
it was longer. Michelle was mean to him longer than the first couple of days.
Oh yeah, we know that. Yeah, you're
Yeah,
right.
yeah. It was
Ms.
weeks.
Vidal said they should have put them together like they were going to in the beginning. I
Yeah,
think I
remember?
don't really remember that.
You know what? When I first saw them, I thought that they would make a better couple than putting him with Michelle. But we didn't know that Madison had said she wanted a white guy if she was going to get married. So David doesn't fall into that category, even though they have more things in common.
Mhm.
I think you're right, Miss Omega. I think
Yeah.
you're absolutely right. Yeah.
So I think the experts got it wrong again.
Well, these are the same experts. You remember with Dominique and McKinley, how they said, "Oh, we're going to put her with McKinley because her stepfather is white." And so we think that she'll get along with it. I remember pause my TV like, really, Dr. Pepper, did you say that out loud? You gonna match her with this dude just because her stepfather? She married to her stepfather. It was crazy. And I feel like this was another example of that.
Yeah.
And it
Before we go any further, we got 75 likes, y'all. I mean, like, for real, 75 likes, and we got 100 some people in the chat. So make sure you like that. Like the video. If you're just not coming in, you watch on your TV, you can hit the like on your television. Thank y'all so much for getting the likes up, honey. Let me see we get to 80, honey, because y'all be acting like it is something against the life. Like y'all get the arthritis or your hand get cooked up or something, honey. I don't know what it be going, honey.
Not to crook up.
Yeah, it's something. But yeah, if you're watching us and you haven't hit that like button, make sure you hit the like button. So
pretend that you're David and the like button is Madison.
That's right.
You can just be all up on it. Get up all up on that like button.
Yes.
Yeah,
All right. So it's going up. All right. So now let's move on to the date. So
This is something I don't approve of. After what
Okay.
they did on this show, in my personal opinion, they should have had no more airtime. They should have just been
Agreed.
kicked off the show. Okay,
Yep.
because now you starting to damage your brand. Okay, Married at First Sight brand. You're starting to damage it now because you're supposed to be on a Married at First Sight, not cheating at first sight. Now you awarding bad behavior with these people on television now. That's
Yeah.
just my
It's ratings. It's all about ratings.
It's
Because
all
you
I
know,
know, you're right,
you're gonna
man.
hate watch. You're gonna watch and fuss at the screen.
Yeah, you're right.
Mm-hmm.
You're
Yeah,
absolutely
'cause
right.
I
with it.
think production is the one that tipped Michelle off so that we could have the drama that we got. The Shady
Mhm.
Productions. That's what I think.
Mm,
Yep.
Because we talking about it, honey. Yes,
yeah,
we are.
that's
And
what
we
they
doing
want.
exactly what they want. We talking
Mhm.
about it. And we tuning in because why?
And we
We
watch.
want the drama.
yeah.
That's why Chris from Atlanta was good TV.
Yes, it
It
was.
was. It was.
Mhm.
It
Yep.
really was.
This
Um,
one here, this is in the top 3 for sure.
Yeah, oh,
yeah,
yeah.
it is. It is. So yes, we will definitely be watching on Peacock. I don't know about you guys. Will you guys be watching on Peacock? Next season will be on there.
Yeah. We
I'm
have
with you,
Peacock.
Liz.
I
I'm
don't.
with you.
Mm.
See. Mm.
You say you don't know. Miss Barb said yeah, but
Miss Barbara
Liz-
said, Liz, I'm with her.
Y'all not gonna watch?
We don't know yet.
y'all don't have Peacock. We don't.
I had it and got rid of it. And, I
Me
mean, because I
too.
wasn't watching anything on it.
Mhm.
And I don't know. I mean, I might just have to watch y'all's review.
Look, I only bought Peacock because I wanted to watch that movie, Hump for Jesus.
Mm.
Oh,
And
it was
why
on
they,
Peacock.
that, you know that movie with
Yeah.
what's the
Yeah.
name?
We went to the
Hump.
movies and
Yeah.
saw it.
And
Nut
it
with your
wasn't
butt.
worth it.
Yeah,
But I bought
agree.
to watch
Yeah.
it, and I thought they would have other movies. So I don't know.
Yeah, I heard Miss Honey, I heard that Married at First Sight AU and UK, they are not married. So I think it's okay if you're not married. Do what you want, you're single. But I think Married at First Sight, these people are legally married. So it changed the dynamic of it, you know. But yeah, all right. Okay, so the date. So everybody talked about the date. I do think that we shouldn't have saw it. I think it was a bad look, and the way that they are cheesing, like they are the prize, like they just met each other, you know, technically, and they're doing everything the right way.
Yeah.
They're not even looking. I don't think they're looking outside of themselves. They're only looking within themselves
Right.
in their own circle and bubble, and them and their folks. I'm sure they done made their parents good and proud, honey. His parents sitting right there on that couch, and that's my boy. And then her daddy, because she's a daddy's girl. So look at what you're doing, not just with y'all bubble, but you're doing it to your folks, your family, your friends. You got cousin Denise in the mess, you know, all that stuff.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
it was sickening, and it's still sickening to see them not show remorse, like somebody said, and they're just in their own bubble.
Yeah, and the way she hugged David so naturally on that date, man.
Yeah.
It was like, come on, you couldn't get Alan a hug like that, but y'all hugging it up like it's all to the good. Yeah, it was frustrating. It was frustrating watching that scene.
Yeah. All right, so now let's move on. So let me move all this stuff right here. Let me move us on it so y'all can see it, and then I come back. So I just don't want to shake your hand. So this is when they walked into the thing, and Alan was like, "Nah, bruh, I don't want to shake your hand. I'm not gonna do it."
And my thing, I'm sorry, I want to say this real quick. Being a man, why are you gonna go there and shake this man's hand after you stole his wife?
Right.
All that to me is insult to injury, man. Don't shake my hand, dude.
It is.
You know what I'm saying?
Great.
Especially if you haven't spoken. It's
Right.
not like they had, you know, kind of reconciled and they just hadn't been around other people at the same time. They hadn't said anything to each other because Alan wasn't talking to none of them.
Right.
And then to come in, I think he was trying to force his hand because he knew there'd be other people around.
Right.
But Alan was like, not today. Not today, Satan. Not today.
No, that's
Okay. Absolutely.
Miss Honey, we're gonna talk about that. So y'all stay tuned. So we're gonna talk about this question. Peacock better get new experts. So we're gonna talk about that.
They ain't gonna get no new expert. They're gonna stick with the old three.
Yeah, but he went out of his way to speak to Madison. He did, and I don't
He
know
her.
Who went out the way?
Alan.
He
Yeah,
did.
Alan liked her. You don't just turn that off. You know, that's
I didn't
why I
see that
feel so
part.
bad for
Okay.
him. Because, you know, out of all of this madness, Alan is the one that's truly hurt.
Yeah.
And that's who I feel so bad for him.
Mhm.
You know, David, come on, you lucky you didn't get greeted with a right hook to the jaw.
Yeah, I said the same thing.
You know, so forcing that just didn't make sense to me. And for, you know, you going back to the date thing, come on, guys, you didn't need to show that. We don't need to see that.
At all.
You know, so hey,
they-
if you show it, what is it? Where they are now, or where are we now?
Yeah,
That's when you could have showed that, but you didn't need to show that with
I
this
agree.
episodes.
It was too soon. It was way too soon.
Absolutely.
Way too soon.
Absolutely.
So this is the scene where M is pointing at Ike and she is getting it to him once again, honey. She is getting it to him.
All right, before y'all ladies get started, let me say this. Get this off my chest. Y'all gonna come at me like, yeah, so big.
Probably.
Yeah. I really think M was doing too much. in that
I'm
scene.
with you. I'm with you.
Yeah,
with you.
you know, I said, come on, M. You're giving him too much power because he's trying to make you look out. He's trying to make you look like the bad guy. So pump your brakes, M. Pump your brakes. Pump your brakes. She kept going on. Shut up. Shut
Yeah.
up. Okay, now you're trying to make Ike look like the good guy now. Go ahead. Liz.
Come on, Miss
Yeah,
Liz.
that's what she
It was
kept, you know,
burning,
the
baby.
point
Right.
is, I'm talking. Let me finish. I'm talking. I was like, I mean, I feel like the person who really handled themselves well in telling the person how they felt about them with the perfect amount of energy was Alan.
Right.
And Alan, I mean, Emem got treated badly by Ike, but she
did.
also had already gone off on him with the whole here's the therapists and all that stuff. So she had her moment, right? This was Alan's first moment to sit down with Madison, and I feel like he handled it well. I'm only going to give you so much. He told Madison, it's not going to take me anything to get over you, right? Like in a very like calculated way without, you know, doing too much. She did too much. She was like performing almost and made herself look bad. And I think she should have dialed it all the way back. And she just, I mean, even look at her face in this.
Yeah.
She had an out of body experience, and I think she made herself look bad.
Agreed, sister. 100%, Miss Liz.
Miss
And
Barbara, what you got
I
to
just-
say? Oh, I'm
I
sorry.
feel like this. You didn't have to go there. You already mic dropped with the whole this is how you do the dissolution of marriage. I get it, you're hurt, you know, but sometimes narcissistic people, they want to trigger a response from you, even if it's negative, because that shows you care. She was showing him, I cared. That's why you're going off on him. If you didn't care, it would have been sweet. He can't get to me no more. But if it's over and you've moved on, like you were saying, and all this, you deserve better and blah, blah, blah. Why are you still letting this man get to you? But I don't understand that. You know, you can't rattle my feathers if I don't care, if I'm over you.
Right.
And he wasn't even saying that. I know it's the stupid look on his face. I get it. Because that was irritating me too, you know? But not to the point that I'm gonna let you drop me down to another level. And like you said, bro, E-Dub, she was proving him right. Because now you gotta say, well, dang, what is it that was going on with them that we didn't see on the camera?
Right.
You know,
it do make you second guess things a little bit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because I never seen that side. I mean, she just went in, you know, let me talk. Why? You've already said what you said. That should have been the end of the discussion. You guys are divorced. You don't need to say nothing else. Why is he still getting under your skin? Oh, I forgot you're not over it yet. But that's
Right.
what you said. So, and he just sat there was like, y'all, see, this why I didn't want to stay married to her. This is it
Ooh.
right here. And you have to sit back and say, well, was he right?
Right.
Yeah. So that's my 2 cents on that.
All right, Miss Bob. Sound like you got something.
When
You got
Barbara
to
she started doing that, I was like, "What's that noise?"
Well, I agree that she had already had her mic drop moment. And the thing is, when you've been abused by a narcissist and they've been gaslighting you this whole time and disrespecting you, calling you aggressive and doing all of that, I just understand how she just couldn't help herself, and I wanted her to just end at the mic drop moment. But she went, it's like the band coming back for one more set, and everybody's tired maybe. She shouldn't have come back for that last set. But I can't blame her because he was so, cruel to her the whole time. So I kind of empathize a lot with her, but I wish she hadn't done it. I wish she had stopped when she was ahead.
But you know
Yeah.
how she would have got him back?
What's that?
Not saying nothing, just being a
Exactly.
graceful, happy person. That would have hit him in his heart because he
Yeah.
wants her to react the way she did because
Yeah.
that lets him know I still got the power over her.
Mhm.
And what
You know
made
what
it
I'm
worse?
saying?
What made it worse, y'all, is that not that she was going off on him like this and this and this, that she got up, went to the bathroom, and started crying again. He knew, like, I still got him. I still got him.
Exactly.
I
That's
still
what he
got
said.
Mhm.
But she
Game
And you
walked
over.
in
can't
and
let
gave him a
you can't,
hug.
and you know that he doesn't have any pure intentions towards you. So you
Right.
cannot let someone like that take you out of who you say you are.
Exactly.
That only thing that you can control in any situation is yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And she could have come out of this completely unscathed.
Mm-hmm.
But there are now people who are questioning and not no I don't think anybody's completely on his side,
No,
right?
no,
No.
no. We're
But
not.
Okay.
now people are questioning, like, maybe she does. Maybe Dr. Pia was right when she said, I sense a little spice in you, or maybe there was a little something to what he was saying. And if she had just held her peace, no one would ever have any reason to look at her sideways. So that's
Exactly.
always my thing is, again, you can only control yourself.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
And don't let somebody who you allegedly don't care about take you to a place where it's hard for you to come back from.
I agree.
Amen.
Mhm.
And you gotta understand, Ike, he's the type of guy, he's good at that. He would try to, his attitude, his body language, his energy would give off, like, it will make you want to go off on him. He walks in with his nonchalant attitude, like he don't care. It gets under your skin. So the slightest things he say to you will make you blow up. It will make you go off on him. And so you're right, Liz. You got to control your emotions around this guy. You have to.
Because that's what he does. Every time he comes in the room, he sucks out the good energy and he
Yes, he
tries
does.
to set her off.
That's
Don't
right.
keep falling for the okie doke.
Right.
It's not just her though, Liz. I see how he do the Pastor Cal. I see how he
Yeah.
do the expert sometimes. He give him little short answers, or he have a little attitude on his face, and it's gonna rub you. It's gonna rub you the wrong way.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm gonna answer Lynn. Do you think that Ike's actions on the show will affect him negatively and with his students and parents, how they perceive him? I do. I think that he will have a lot of negative repercussion out there in the real world because of how he acted on this show. That's why I said so they forget that this is a national show. Like a lot of they have millions, they used to have millions of watchers, so they forget. I don't care if one of his parents, the students, whatever, I don't care who don't watch it. Once the friend of a friend, they gonna say, "Oh, I know him. He was girl, yeah," and then they go off. So it spreads like wildfire. So yeah, I do think that it's gonna affect him. It's probably going to affect his career. It could affect him in so many ways because now he's become a Chris from Married at First Sight type of vibe. It's going to affect Madison as well. So they don't think about that before you sign up for a show. You don't think about how this can affect your future.
Agreed. Totally agreed.
Yep.
Yeah,
but for some people, they only understand pain. And a burnt finger is the best teacher. So maybe this will be the moment where he hopefully looks at himself and realizes that it's not everybody else, it's actually him and something that he needs to work on.
Yeah.
But
And
we'll see.
even if it was some stuff going on behind the scenes, it's the way you conduct it in front of the cameras. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, if it was, I'm just saying hypothetically. Now we know that, like you said, I had a lot of attitude with a lot of people, so it wasn't just him. So whatever it was, it's a way that you handle it and come out looking better than he was looking. You know, and I know when you sign up for these shows, they can take your likeness, they can take this edit and put it over there. Now they can do all these things, but it's still a lot of it you're still responsible for, because it's your attitude, your vibe, your energy that you give off. Right. Now I want to say Ms. Vidal, she said he didn't even come in with an attitude like he normally does. That, and M gave him a hug, which was shocking to me that she did what she did, because she hugged him.
I don't know about that. I still
that
think
was a side hug though, sis. Come on now.
It don't matter. It was a hug, meaning to me, I felt like look, we divorced now, so let's move on. You know, that's what I'm thinking. So okay, we divorced now, let's move on. You know,
he's trying to be the bigger person at that point, though. I think. You know, he came in and he hugged everybody, so she gonna get over and give him the little side hug. But it came back with the attitude though when she came back. So
she came back. Okay.
Yeah, when she came back from the hug, you could see the attitude on her face. It was just stank face, like he stank.
Oh.
So, but I'm just saying, and that raggedy beard. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just one day I would like to see him look like he care about himself and put on some clothes and fix this doggone face. But anyway, that's just me. But,
yeah. I agree, Eddie. M was doing too much this episode. We don't know if Ike seen the side of her off camera. Remember what he said, how she acted on the road rage. That the way he described that road rage, it wasn't even nothing to say the way that she acted, because somebody walked across the street and she said, B, move out the way. Heck, when we in the car, child, we say a lot of stuff, child, but it doesn't mean anything. And it wasn't technically road rage, not in my opinion. Happy reality.
Yeah, y'all haven't seen road rage until I started driving.
Oh my gosh, you have not.
Yeah. It wasn't that bad, EW. Were you on your best behavior?
Yes, I was, because I had pressure cargo in the car.
When Miss Omega came.
Yeah,
I'm like, he wasn't bad.
Oh, when he with me?
I feel like y'all told a story about driving, and I don't know, Coco, if you had to drive and he didn't, or it was the other way around.
What happened?
You told about that?
What happened?
You told it on the channel.
Yeah.
Well, we come from Miami.
Oh yeah, I did tell her. You remember that? Yes. Oh yeah, the way he acted. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh.
I wanted to drive. You wanted to let me drive.
Yeah, we ain't gonna talk. That's another show. All right, so let's move on. Okay, so now let's get to this part. So now this is when her makeup was horrible. Now it's been said on Married at First Sight fan page on the IG that somebody told the creator of that page that they friends with Madison, and she was coming from a Halloween costume something.
Dressed as what?
Explain.
It was Halloween. It was around Halloween, and she just
dressed as what though?
So she went as a whore.
I mean, I didn't want to say that, but but she was giving it off. So maybe she went as a, one of those.
Late of the night. Huh?
Yeah, late in the night.
There
Exactly.
Transactional Tracy.
There you go.
Transactional Tracy.
That's what Alan said.
So that's what. So maybe that's why she was dressed like that, y'all. But I still wouldn't have came. I wouldn't have showed up in there. I would have did something. You know what I'm saying? Now, I wanted to say this. So now this part where this is where they was going back and forth. I mean, so we know the setup. Thomas was asking the question. Now they put Thomas in here. So he was asking the question. Lady in Red, Fred, Wet and Wild. So she jumped in because Lumberjack was talking. Jerry Carroll, Lumberjack, David was talking. So she jumped in and said, well, really and truly, Michelle and David, Michelle was going to already say no because, she didn't give a F about him. And that's when Michelle like, what?
Yeah, I'm gonna say something before y'all get started. It's a trip. Go back to that picture. Now she critiqued Allen to a T the way he dressed, right?
Woohoo!
And he can come in looking like this and it's all good, right? Crazy, man. Crazy. That's all I wanted to say. Go ahead, y'all.
So yeah, y'all, and this last part. When she said that, and I meant to say this on the video, when she said Madison did not know Michelle heard her. This was her expression when she went and over. She said, "What? Did you call my name?" And that's when she was like, ugh. And so Madison, in my opinion, do not think that she heard, you know what I'm saying, that Michelle heard her.
Mm.
That's why this expression, like, oh my God, did I just say that? You know what I'm saying? So that's what she had to play it off. Well, bring it. Come on, girl. Come on over here. Babe, you want to do this right here? Babe, because she now had to show out in front of David because David was like, oh my God, she too saucy. I don't know who he was talking about.
No, she was talking about Michelle. She's too salty. So
I thought he said saucy, like she was drunk.
Salty, yeah.
But yeah, so he was like, oh my God. So now she had to play it up in front of her boyfriend, David, and she had to make it seem like she was that girl that, like she said, oh, I could take her in the ring. Why is you doing all that? It's so high school.
Yeah.
So yeah, okay, I digress. Y'all go ahead.
Oh, before y'all start, hold on, go back. Before y'all start, was it me when M went to the bathroom crying and Camille went behind her? Then Madison got up to go try to comfort M. I said, Madison, what you trying to do? What you trying to comfort her? You out here cheating, you know what I'm saying? You don't
Man, if you don't go all the way back and sit down, don't be in here with the rest of us. Go sit down.
Right.
Exactly. That's all.
But even if Madison didn't think Michelle heard, she knew other people heard, and she was still popping her chops and running her mouth for no reason. Why would you even say anything like that? Because even if Camille or somebody else heard, she got to know that they would take it back to Michelle. So there was no point in her saying that except for her to be messy.
And that's what it was. That's what I think it was, Liz. She was being messy. Because guess what? I took your man. You didn't like him anyway, so I took him. And that's why when they both walked in there, they was both cocky. Both David and Madison.
Yeah.
Yep.
And they sat down and Madison, that's why she's like, do you really want to do this, babe? You know, you being cocky now.
Come on, babe. You want to do this, babe?
Right. You really want to
wait till I come up there and sit down next to you. Okay, babe. It was it's like the bad fight in the was it the Beat It video?
Yeah.
Where they have like a dance battle. Seriously, with the dance battle. Like,
right. Yeah.
This scene was horrible and it made me mad. Oh, Miss Barbara, go ahead.
Oh, you guys were talking about who would win that fight. And I know Madison looks like a linebacker. At least I think she does. But, I think Michelle might be able to take her. I don't know. I think, Eddie, you could maybe sponsor the fight,
Yeah, I'll be the man out there sponsor the fight. I'll be, bad built versus bad attitude. Which one?
There you go. And hey, Eddie, I'll do the national anthem.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about.
We good. Pay-per-view special.
Yeah.
Let's drop off.
Yeah. I think that and the reason I say I know Madison got, the weight and she called herself being in the gym. But I really think that Michelle can take her. And the reason is because I think Michelle is so pissed. I think when a person is angry, they just that's just my opinion. So I'm not even looking at physicality. I'm just looking at, the level of what is it? Pissed offness. Yes. They came in with matching outfits. Yes.
But you know what, y'all? We're not even going to entertain that or promote that because we don't want to see two women fighting over no dude.
Yeah. No, she the one said, she said she had to run.
No.
She the one said that she wanted to be in the boxing ring.
I know. That's talk. But, I would hate to see them both fighting over him.
All right.
So now this is Em's fiance.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So
it's not
they already engaged.
They already engaged?
Yeah, they are. She got a big old ring on her finger.
Okay.
But I guess I'm trying to see the level of like when it took place, because I know that it seemed like the reunion, from what I saw, it was filmed in November. The reunion was, so I think of 2024. So I don't know. I think maybe everything was filmed in 2023, maybe. I'm just trying to see the level of getting over and moving on. That's all I'm doing.
And where he came from, how this happened.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it came out the blue, huh?
And
Yeah,
and
it
maybe
did.
it could have been a friend, an ex. You know,
Mhm.
that does happen. You know, you go looking back in your circle and seeing who else.
You was right there all along.
That's what they say. He
Mhm.
was right there all along. He been waiting on me. So yeah.
Yeah.
So what do y'all think about this?
I got to see more, so I don't have a comment.
Oh, you ain't got no comment now.
Mm-mm.
I just want her to be happy, you know,
Mhm.
and I hope that he's a good guy. You know, I don't know anything about him.
Yeah, because
His
I don't
name is
understand
Brandon.
why he was going up to. I mean, I get it. You're a man. You want to introduce yourself to Akichi or whatever, wherever they are. So I have to see
Why
more of
put in
what's
the
going
comments,
on.
let's go, Brandon. I didn't think he was talking about him, but okay.
The microphone. Yeah, this Brandon. This
Okay.
the same Brandon, the one that she was engaged to.
Okay.
Now he done grew some hair in between this time frame. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Because right here he bald.
Oh
I
yeah.
hope it's the same guy.
I
So
hope so.
was that him in the other picture
Mhm.
right there?
Yeah,
But
that's
we got
what-
Brandon. Yep.
the head looks smaller.
But he
Look
got
at that. We're
Brandon.
gonna turn into investigative people.
We need
And they
Michelle
look
in the case.
right. We need to ask Michelle to investigate this for us. Is it the
Yeah.
same guy? Because look at the head. It's smaller. Then go back to the big bald head. See?
It could be the camera angle too.
Okay, he got a tattoo right there. We don't see. Well, they
Yeah.
He got on
fully
jackets
clothed.
and coats, so we don't know.
So I don't know. We just got to see how
We
it
gotta
plays
wait.
out. We got to see. So yeah, and yeah, so I don't know. They making this scene like this scene right here where they not gonna vibe well, because she's like, that's my ex-husband. So we'll have to see how that scene play out.
I actually had no issues with it. You know what I'm saying? He didn't want her anyway, so he should be happy for her.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right. Somebody said her new. Oh, that's your door.
That's my dog.
She said, her new man, like he shouldn't be worried about addressing Ike. Yeah.
You know, man.
You know,
he-
he got to be a man though. And he come into the room, he gon' well, as long as he, introduced
Okay,
himself
filmed
to
in
everybody else.
Okay, so it was filmed in 2023.
No,
so
it's enough time.
Okay, so
It's
yeah,
I
it
guess
is.
it's enough time for you to move on with your life.
Yeah, and grow
get
hair.
engaged.
Yeah, and grow hair on your bald head.
Yeah.
Or
So,
lose
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, to change your whole image and stuff like that. Okay. All right. So now we're gonna wind this down. Now, so my let's talk about the scenes. I like to pull stuff from places. Now I'm gonna go back to that. So we talk about that. Now this is what I wanted to say. Now this was on Married at First Sight, the producers Connect. I don't know why I can't say that. I don't know, the way it's spelled and the way I want to say it is two different things. So it was on there, so it's on their casting. So this is what they posted in their stories and Married at First Sight fan page. They kind of shared it too. But it said, who are, now I don't know who typed this, because listen, I ain't the best reader, but I do know this is not right. Who are your go-to? I guess they meant who is your go-to for relationship and marriage experts. We are in search of fresh new faces in relationship space. So drop us a DM if you have someone we should follow. If you are a relationship expert, and I'm gonna say it the way and is interested in new and exciting projects, please get in touch with us. Now, these are the producers from Married at First Sight. Do y'all think that these now experts are on the chopping block?
They should be.
Why?
Sounds like it. Why
Yeah.
would they be doing this if they're not looking for people to replace them with?
Right.
So what do y'all think? What you think?
I don't know. Maybe they sending it out to me and want me to come be an expert. And I don't want me to be an expert, because I'll be hooking people up with hood rats and doughboy.
Wow.
You're so silly.
It sounds like they're trying to revamp the show.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. Well,
I just
maybe
hope
How are the ratings now? Before they go to Peacock, I guess Peacock is going to need to do something to get the ratings up, right? Because now you have to pay for Peacock. I don't know how much it costs in order for people to watch it. So it's going to have to be interesting, right? To make people
Yeah,
want to pay for it.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
So
I don't know. 'Cause I don't think Love Is Blind is doing that well this season.
I heard it's the cast, so we didn't review it. We just got too
Yeah.
much on our plate anyway. So
So
yeah. So yeah, y'all let us know. Do y'all think that they're looking for a whole new? Now, I believe that Married at First Sight season 19 is probably already filmed, so it's definitely probably for not that season. Let's say, think they are looking for people on the after party. Oh, okay, all right. That's
and
Well, he
y'all
is
should
mentioned
know,
twice.
huh? Y'all should know.
Mentioned
why
twice.
they been on there.
Yeah, they was on the after party.
Y'all was on the after party, the Jazz and
Yeah,
Vince show.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Yeah, so maybe that's what it's for. So definitely maybe that's what it's for.
I don't know, man, but if they looking for the experts to replace, um, they gonna have to come with it with some good experts, and
Mhm.
because I like Pastor Cal, and heck, I like Dr. Pepper, but sometimes the show pass you on, and you gotta put some new life in it. Maybe that's what's going on,
Mhm.
especially going to a new network. So maybe Peacock said, "Well, we're gonna revamp the whole show. We're gonna get new experts, and
Mhm.
and since they're gonna be streaming, it might be more raunchy. You know what I'm saying? Because on Love Is Blind, they can get a little raunchy with the cuss words and stuff. So we'll
Mm.
see.
All right. Well, let's see. Yeah, and so now going forward, so this is what we got now. So we got March the 4th. We did that one. Chicago reunion is gonna be on March the 11th. No, we hadn't done March 4th yet. That's next week. So March 11th is the Chicago reunion part 1 and the
Mhm.
reunion part 2. And then where are they now? And so we're going to the end of March.
Okay.
So yeah, and then it'll be done.
Yeah, then we'll be on Peacock.
So, but I wanted to say this, and then I'm done, y'all, for real. So this was in our comment section. I blotted out the person that said it. She may not want to be this public, but she said that my girlfriends who cut hair. So this is concerning what Juan was thinking that, oh, she's a Pilates instructor. Oh,
Right.
she did it. She can't make money like that. She said my girlfriend, and this is she. So she said that she cuts hair. She teaches Pilates. She facilitates sound healing, move all over the country and the world and make money. Juan's ignorant, first
First generation.
generation American. I can call that out. I'm a Latina, second generation American of Puerto Rican descent, seen males like this a million times. So yes. So basically she was just debunking, Juan's,
Being a good guy.
well, just saying that Karla can't make money because she does the healing bowl, she does hair, she does, all the things that she's a Pilates instructor. So yeah, so if he's looking at it like that, he's looking through an old generation
Oh
lens
yeah,
of making money because now it's different.
yeah. Well, one, he's rigid. He's still stuck in the old school ways of making money, and there's different ways to make money nowadays. Because you don't have to be running around with like a chicken with your head cut off making money. You can make money, sitting at home doing instructions and
Mhm.
whatnot. So, but yeah, she's right.
Yeah. Is that Karla? Nah, that wasn't Karla. It kind of looked like it, but nah, that wasn't Karla. So, but yeah, you guys, I appreciate it so much. Before y'all head on out here, we got 111 likes. Make sure that y'all hit that like button. Thank you, Miss Vidal and Miss Barbara, for being a moderator, but you on stage, so you couldn't moderate like that because you up here with us. And Miss Omega, thank y'all so much again for joining us. We appreciate all the love, all the support, and everybody in the comment section. You guys rock.
Yeah, we appreciate
Yes.
y'all, sis. I don't know when we're gonna hook up again. Make that trip.
Right.
Yeah, we
Uh,
got that.
we missed last year. Now every year you're supposed to hook up. We missed last year, so
Yep. Definitely enjoy that.
so we got to do that again.
Yep.
Barbara, we appreciate you being on here,
Thank
and
you.
and to
Thank
the
you.
people in the comments, we appreciate you and we love you
Mhm.
guys, and thank you for all you do out there. I'm gonna go back and lay in the bed and recuperate some more.
All right.
We'll
So
get better.
thank you so
Thank you.
much. So we will see you guys on the next video. Don't forget to go with God and let God go with you.
Let's put God first.
Deuces. Hi, y'all.
Bye.
See you in the stream.
Hey!